Hello everybody, welcome back to GameRant.com. I'm Anthony Taormina, editor-in-chief of the website. It's mailbag time. What are we taking a look at today? We are taking a look at one of the high-end gaming laptops coming to you from our friends at, oh, this is quite heavy. So this is the Asus ROG Strix SCAR laptop. This is the 2025 model. Our model is the G635L. Configuration we'll kind of talk about as we dig into it, but I do have the configuration or some information on the back. It's got a 16-inch LCD panel. It's got 16 gigabytes of VRAM in a 5080 laptop GPU. Its CPU is the Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX, which is one of the new Intel for gaming laptops. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM, Wi-Fi 7 support, a couple different ports that I'll show you, and all that fun stuff. Let's open it up, and then we can get into the nitty-gritty of it all. Let's see. So the name goes this way, but it opens this way. Okay, so we'll start with the. You got your power cord. You've got a brick. There's a 90 watt-hour battery on this bad boy, so you've got your Asus logo on your power brick. What does it say? 380 watts. Let me consult my fact sheet. So the battery is a 90 watt-hour, and the adapter gives you 380 watts, as I just said. Just wanted to confirm. Battery life is going to vary based on what game you play, but a 90 watt-hour battery is quite nice. It's a hefty laptop. It's obviously meant for gaming, so you're going to be getting a hefty boy. So inside you also get a little branded box that has, does it have some literature in it, some information, warranty card, stuff like that you might want. Some of the highlights are also on the box. So you got Anime Vision. If you've used an Asus product before, you know Anime Vision. It's got this kind of like dot matrix design. You can put different displays and personalize your laptop. You got your ROG intelligent cooling. So they've redone the fans. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. One of the cool things about the Strix SCAR is it's got a toolless access system. So if you want to upgrade some of the components on the laptop, you can do that without using tools. We'll look at that. Toolless access is huge for those people that, you know, maybe you want to upgrade your RAM, maybe you want to just get in there and tinker, whatever you want to do. Highlights also here, fast, bright, vivid. Got a 240 Hertz ultra high refresh rate monitor. It's got HDR 1000. It's 100% DCI-P3 coverage, and it's got NVIDIA Advanced Optimus, which uses a different part of the GPU depending on if you're gaming versus just using the laptop for like general productivity work. All right, let's look at the top of this bad boy. So you've got your ROG branding there. You've got these are, let's see if you can tell. They're little dots, and that's the Anime Vision. It says for those who dare. It is upside down, but there it is. That's the front. You've got a bunch of exhaust out the back and vents on the bottom. It says ROG Strix on the bottom. That's very cool. And then you've got these. You got a long set of feet. You got little feet there to give you a little bit of lift as it's on a desk, so that the vents can kind of blow or pull the air out. Established 2006. Let's open her up. Well, let's look at the ports. So on this side, so you got your power connector, you got your Ethernet cable, you got an HDMI port, USB-A, 2 USB-Cs, and a combo headphone jack. And then on the other side, you've got 2 additional 10 gigabit per second USB-A ports. So quite a bit of I/O on this side, and then just 2 USB-A on this side. All right, let's open it up. Take a look. Woo! All right. Ooh. You've got kind of like a number key situation with your touchpad or your trackpad. That's kind of neat. So I would imagine, so if you can see, there's this number lock little space, and then that will allow you to, I assume, have access to a 10 key. We'll have to take a look at that as we test it. But this is the ROG Strix SCAR. This is the 2025. There are two different models. This is the model with the 5080. We'll turn it on and we'll take a look. But you can also get up to a 5090, and you can boost the CPU. Let me go through the specs just for those who are curious. For this model versus the other model, so there's Strix, this is the 16-inch. I did mention that with the box, but so this is the Strix SCAR 16, there's also the Strix SCAR 18. So the Strix SCAR 16 weight, 2.8 kilograms. It's a little hefty, but it's not like so heavy that you couldn't transport it. It's got the Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, 275HX, 2.7 gigahertz. It can go up to 5.4. Graphics wise, you can get up to a RTX 5090 laptop GPU on the Strix 16 or the Strix 18. I believe this has a 5080 in it. This model has a 16-inch ROG Nebula HDR display, 2.5K, 2560 by 1600, mini LEDs, 1200 nit, 240 hertz, 3 millisecond refresh rate. It's Pantone validated. It's got Dolby Vision. You can get up to 32 gigabytes of dual channel DDR5, 5600 megahertz RAM. And then on the 18, you can get up to 64 gigabytes. You can get up to a 2 terabyte PCIe 4.0 NVMe M.2 SSD. You got 2 total slots in here. So again, the toolless access will allow you to put an additional SSD in here. You got 2 Thunderbolt 5 with DisplayPort 2.1 and Power Delivery 3.1. So that would be, I would assume that would be these two. So I said USB-C, but sorry, they're actually Thunderbolt 5 connectors. And then you got 3 Type A USB 3.2 Gen 2, 10 gigabytes per second, or get 10 gigabits per second, sorry. And then you got 1 2.5 LAN. You got HDMI 2.1, you got the combo audio jack, and then you got the slim power jack. It supports Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. And then speaker-wise, you've got a 4-speaker system. You got 2 tweeters and 2 woofers with smart amp technology, and it does support Dolby Atmos. And then the 90 watt-hour battery with the 380 watt connector. Whew. All right, so that's kind of the rundown of the features you got there. This is a gaming laptop, so you want a nice display, you want a powerful set of stuff. Let's turn it on and take a look. I don't know if it... All right, okay, so just to show you, there's the anime vision. You can see it there. That's pretty stylish. And then you got some RGB in the Asus ROG logo. You can turn all of this stuff off, save your battery life. You got RGB along the sides. I mean, it's Asus. You want to show people that you're using a gaming laptop, you can. You don't have to, but you can. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool though. Like, you're gonna have some people if you're out and about. I don't know if you go to a Starbucks and game, but you know, you'll have some people that will go, what is that laptop? And then you've got your RGB on your keys. And there it is. Ooh, that display is nice. Okay, so I do wanna show off. So you've got your, you got Armory Crate, which is Asus's software. You can customize your RGB, you can customize your anime vision, your wallpaper. You can do different scenario profiles of like, okay, well, here's what type of game I'm playing, or here's what type of battery life. You can set up your macros. Lots of stuff that you'll dig into. Stuff that I will cover in the review of the laptop. I do want to mention some of the highlights from this laptop. So the main thing is that new chip for 2025. You got your eGPUs in your 50 series. The chassis has been redesigned with rounded corners, reduced hinge gaps, and a full surround RGB light bar that you can kind of see on my desk. Rounded edges, you got rounded edges. Here's kind of the pretty thin display. Overall, not like, you know, a terribly bulky laptop compared to some of the, you know, gaming laptops out there, but it is a little bit of a big boy. And then you got the tool list functionality, lets you access the laptop's internal components and swap out the memory and storage in seconds. I don't specifically know how you would do that because I just opened it, but we'll be able to talk about that in the review. And then you've got, you can choose between incredible 16-inch or 18-inch ROG Nebula or Nebula HDR displays, 2.5K resolution, 240 Hz refresh rate, 16:10 aspect ratio, and new ambient contrast ratio technology. And then underneath the hood, you've got the, it's going. It was going. You've got the ROG ArcFlow fans, a full-length rear heatsink, and brand new sandwich vapor chamber maximize system performance, thermal efficiency, and user comfort. And then they also feature anime vision. So the anime vision, you can personalize it or completely turn it off, but it is available. It uses 810 LEDs shining through 8,354 precision milled holes on the SCAR 16 and then 8,448 on the 18. Offering endless customization. I mean, it's on the ROG phones as well. It's very cool. But yeah, this is the Asus ROG Strix SCAR. This is the 16-inch version. We'll put it through its paces. We'll benchmark the GPU combined with the CPU. But I mean, first impressions are very good. I'm very excited to mess around with this and get to gaming. The 50 series laptops combined with the multi-frame generation are gonna get you 240 Hertz performance. You'll be able to, you know, but yeah, it's a pretty vibrant display. I'm not really gonna, you know, use that to show off in the video. We are recording in 4K, but you might not be watching it in 4K. But the, you know, from my perspective, the screen is very vibrant, colorful, looks great. But that's going to do it for today's Game Rant Mailbag. Thank you to Asus for sending in the ROG Strix SCAR 16. And thank you for watching today's Game Rant Mailbag. I'm Anthony Taormina. Have a great rest of your day.